This is Eric from Pack Hacker, and today we're taking a look at the Nite Ize Financial Tool Multi-Tool Wallet, which I've been testing for the past several weeks. Let's dive in. So this is made of stainless steel, as you probably may have guessed. There are two colorways available. This is the black one. I'm just gonna pull these out real quick so we can get a better look at it. This is the black one. There is a stainless one as well, which is like the silver stainless you're probably used to seeing. So there are 7 tools in this, and I took these out so I can kind of show you how those work. The first one we have here is a scraper on this side. You can kind of see a little bit how it's a little bit angled there to kind of work as a scraper. So if you need to like scrape something off the wall, or maybe your paint scraper breaks in the middle of your day, you can do some scraping. It is metal, so you could, if you were doing a wall, you actually probably could damage drywall with this. So just be careful with that. You have a bottle opener here as well. Very easy to just pop off a bottle when there's nothing in this. You can do it when there's cards in it, but you could damage your cards, so just be very careful if you are going to use this without taking the cards out. It is possible. I tried it, and it worked with like one of those glass Coca-Cola bottles, and it popped off. Just be careful if you are going to try and do it with the cards on it. You can see it's angled differently from different sides, so make sure you're doing it from the correct side as well. So we have a wrench tool here on this side. You can use it from either side, but this one has the measurements. So it's 1/4, 5/16, and 3/8 of an inch. So these are pretty small, at least for things that I would need to do it on, like my bike, on my bicycle. It's larger than that, so I couldn't use this for that. But if you have, small little nuts and bolts you need to be tightening on a regular basis, that is helpful for that. We have 2 different screwdriver tools here, a flathead on this side, which you can also use to like open packages as like a tape cutter. This is the Phillips on this side. I actually had better luck when testing this with Phillips by just using this one, because a lot of times Phillips are just like a straight X. Sometimes they're a little smaller, you might need to use this for it, but I actually had better luck just using this for everything, at least in my experience. Then we do have a measuring tape here, so that is 1 inch, and it breaks down into I can't think of the word right now, but there's like little marks for every 1/16 of an inch. And on this side, you have 3 centimeters broken down into millimeters, so 30 millimeters. So quite a few different tools there. None of them are super useful to me, but it's kind of nice to have them if you are someone who's consistently doing things with their hands. We have a plasticky silicone band here, and that's where you're going to put your cash or your cards or whatever you're going to do. So I feel, when in testing, I was pretty comfortable putting 4 cards in there. You probably could do more, it just depends on the thickness of the cards, but that's what made me comfortable when I was stowing cards in here. Anything more than that, and I felt like the band was gonna break. The band has shown no signs of wear and tear, at least in my use case. I have had wallets like this before, so there wasn't as much of a learning curve, but if you go on to see reviews of this, you'll see lots of people talking about how this band will break. So no real worries for me so far. There are little grooves which make it so it's not on the harsh edges here, because it is a bit harsh when you're holding it. Sometimes if you're cracking open a beer or a pop or something like that, it kind of hurts a little bit to hold it. So you would think that was going to break this, but it hasn't happened yet. But you'll see, if you look online, you'll see it. And I think it just comes down to not overstuffing it. So if you put the right amount of cards in here, I don't think you're gonna have as much of an issue, but 3 to 4 cards is not very many cards to use for everyday use. But if you're traveling, it might work. This is supposed to be TSA, or not TSA approved, it's supposed to be able to go through the airport. And I think technically looking at it, it should be able to do that, but it would be kind of crappy to get there and have an agent take this away, and then you have to buy a wallet or just kind of be walletless. So that's something to think about, but in theory, this will be able to go through the airport. So as you can see here, this thing is very small, not much bigger than the size of an average card. So this is gonna fit front pocket, no problem. If you wanna do back pocket, you can do that too. Won't be very comfortable, I don't think, because it's kind of just like a very flat item in your back pocket. Very lightweight as well. Let me make sure I get this right. 1.05 ounces or 29.8 grams, and that's without any cards or anything like that. So very, very lightweight. So it does well in terms of fitting small places and also not adding a ton of weight. But these edges are a little bit problematic, at least for me personally. Like if you have like a more sensitive pair of shorts or something like that you're bringing on vacation with you, and all the rest of your pants are more durable, but then you put this in there, in theory, these are going to be poking on that. So if you have a not super durable pants or something, they could cause havoc. You can kind of push the cards up that way more normally, so it's not hitting your corner pocket. But when it's in your pocket, it's going to move around. And just something to think about, that these corners are pretty pokey and could cause damage. So if you found this video helpful so far, make sure you hit like and subscribe so we can continue making content like this to help you travel smarter. So we don't have a ton of wallets to compare this one to, but we do have the Travex Original 2.0, which is a similar kind of in makeup and durability wise. As you can see, it is just bigger from the get-go, but I would say it's more durable. As you can see, it is thicker, but you're getting protection on both sides for a lot of your stuff. So it is more just durable, the wallet itself, and also for your cards. Because if you were to drop this, it's not really going to hit one of your cards. Whereas if you drop this, you could hit one of your cards or your cash, or it might hit this band even, and then it could break the band. So more durable over here. You can fit more cards in this one as well, but you're not getting all of those tools. So you can't open them like a bottle with this one, which is nice, but you're obviously getting all these different tools, which it might be the reason you're watching this video in the first place, is because you want those different tools. So different wallets, but similar in kinds of, like, when it comes to materials, they're both pretty lightweight. This one is lighter, but when it comes to terms of like your travel gear and like the travel gear you're packing, you're not really gonna notice a huge difference between these two. The band is this is, like a paracord like material here, very durable. Like this is probably not going to break, and if it does, it may not even compromise the wallet completely. Whereas if this band breaks, your wallet is done. You have these tools, but the wallet is broken until you get another band or get another wallet. So I would say more protective, more durable over here. This one has more tools, obviously more options like that. And it's also a lot cheaper. So this one retails for about $45, I believe, and this one is at $12. So even if this were to last you a year, you're paying $1 a month for a wallet that has all these different tools. So if those tools are helpful to you, that's a good bet if you ask me. If they're not, I'm not sure why you would be considering this in the first place, but either way, it's a fun wallet and really makes you be more minimalistic with your carry. So there you have it, the Nite Ize Financial Tool Multi-Tool Wallet. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.